Well, well, well. Welcome to Share My Ride. This is Ken the Uber driver. I was watching a video by Tim where he asks, what is the most dangerous thing a driver can do? And I thought, wow, whoa. And I start thinking and okay, well, this is and this and okay, I've got the top three in my head. And he says the most dangerous thing that a driver can do is tell a rider no. Whoa, okay, now that strikes a chord. And that actually makes sense. We are in a dangerous society. This is probably the angriest society I've seen in my lifetime. People are just mad. They're angry at whatever. And that's why everybody has a phone, just so they can call somebody and complain about something. And it's not just everybody's angry. Everybody's angry and ready to fight. You know, there's the video of all of these Karens and they're arguing with the server, or they're arguing with people in the pizza place, or, you know, there's, the one video of the guy who comes across the counter and takes a swipe at the McDonald's employee over a straw. We are in angry society. There's the video of the two guys in Florida, and they're driving down the highway, and one cuts one off and the other one comes back and cuts him off, and the next thing you know, they're shooting at each other on the highway. We are an angry society. And with that anger comes, I feel I'm entitled. I'm willing to fight you for it. I'm over anything. Over anything. There's a video of the woman, the guy is filming, and it's like a Walmart parking lot. And she starts arguing with him from across the, I don't know, maybe 20, 30 feet away. And she says, if you don't turn that camera off, I'm gonna sock you, I'm gonna hit you. And she walks up and she hits him. And he hits her back, and the next thing you see on the camera is her laying flat out on her back, you know? I don't understand this entitlement. I kinda get an Uber driver is in the service industry, and Uber has spoiled its riders, and the riders feel that they own you. You're their boy. And they can get in your car, and they can change the radio station, they can roll the windows up and down, they can do whatever they want because they bought you. You're their boy. It's uncomfortable telling people no, but by the same token, sometimes you have to draw a line. And if you don't draw a line, people will just continue to take advantage of you. And I'm thinking about this, the worst thing a driver can do is tell a rider no. You don't know who's in your car, you don't know what mental state they're in, you don't know what they have in their pocket. There's the video of the guy who was sick. It was a woman driver, and the guy had reached over the headrest with his left hand and grabbed her hair and was punching her with his right hand. He had leverage and she was totally helpless. You don't know who's in your car. And telling people no could set them off. And they're ready to fight. The other thing that I don't suggest to drivers is to argue. Ignore. You don't argue with a rider. If you say no, it's no, and we're done. There's this one video of there's a couple that get into the car, and the driver says, I won't drive you with an open container. And she's ready to get out of the car. And he says to her, no, wait a minute, honey. I want him to tell me why. I don't have to tell you why. It's my car. Get out. I don't have to tell you why. Okay? It's my car. You know, get out. You know, I'm not going to argue with you. And when you get back and forth with this arguing, that's the only leverage that they have. So they're trying to draw this out as long as they can because that's all they got. If you tell somebody to get out, you know, they're done. Get out. don't argue. But I hadn't thought about it the way he phrased it. That's a very good point, and I've been thinking about that since I saw that video. And the only recourse is that they can give you a 1-star, and they know that. They have no problem doing that. And many times they will give you a 1-star having nothing to do with what you did or what you said. 1-star is strictly revenge. It's just trying to be vindictive. That's all it is. But people know. They know when they're going too far. They know when they're asking above and beyond. They know when they say, hey, do you mind, pulling over here so I can run in here and get a few things? They know it's not the right thing to do, but they have no problem asking. And if you say no, you say no. And the worst thing that can happen to them is that you say no. But they have no problem imposing on your time. And I guess that's my point. This was a very good video, Tim. I'm really impressed by this one. You really got me thinking, and I'm going to do another video following up on this one. Thank you for sharing my ride. This is Ken, the Uber driver, and please be safe out there.